So GTA Online got a new update, but Rockstar kind of messed it up. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So let's talk about the update that it ended up getting first. This comes from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2, who said this background update patches duplication glitches involving nightclub garages, disables the test track menu when you approach the exit while joining a mission to patch a glitch, and fixes a bug with auto shop delivery mission not starting after being done modifying a customer's car. So let's talk about those three things first, and then we'll talk about what ended up happening and other changes they made. So getting rid of a duplication glitch, that's going to prevent you from getting free cars, free money, and it involved nightclub garages, and this is going to be important a little bit later on. I'm not super caught up with the GTA glitching community, so I don't know what was going on with the test track menu, but Rockstar essentially prevented you from pulling it up altogether. And then they ended up fixing a bug with the auto shop delivery missions, which have been very buggy because it was not starting after being done modifying a customer's car. Like, you'd get stuck in the black screen and you'd have to restart your game, which is obviously a huge pain. No one wants to do that. Now, in addition to that, Rockstar also added 2 new prize rides, the new Growler, which has a buy it now price of $1,627,000 and a trade price of $1,220,250, and the Jester RR with a buy it now price of $1,970,000 and a trade price of $1,477,500. And he said, note, Rockstar featured prize rides without having to list them. It could happen again. These 2 rides are special cases that needed to be defined to avoid clipping issues. So starting with the first 2, those are awesome that you can essentially get the new cars added without really ever having to pay for them. That has been so nice from LS tuners. But what he's saying here is the reason we know about them is because Rockstar had to specifically list them, because otherwise they would not fit on the back of the Slam truck at the LS car meet. And vehicles in the future, we might not know about them because they don't have to list them. But with these in particular, they did have to list them. Now, if you're wondering about the prize ride stuff, Insider TezFunds2 also followed up with that on the GTA forum site. Someone asked him, also, isn't the Previon the next prize ride? Don't think there are others left in the pool of potential vehicles. So I could see them adding the Cypher plus the Previon as the prize, letting you have a chance to win it early before making it available for purchase, in which case expect Thursday's prize ride to be a real kick in the nuts. They're not just going to give it away that easily because they'll want some people to end up buying it next week. With TezFunds2 saying, Rockstar is now featuring prize rides that aren't listed in background updates. The Euros is a first. I don't expect the Previon to be next event's prize ride. It's most likely another unlisted prize ride we aren't aware of, which would explain why it was not the Previon, and something we'll talk about as we get going later on in this video. Now, on to what actually ended up happening, because just a couple of minutes after that update, Rockstar seemed to have messed things up, because TezFunds2 put out this tweet saying, Rockstar has reverted the recent background update to the old one. Hashtag GTA Online. Essentially, they said, nope, we're not doing the update. We're going back to the old version. So all those things involving glitches and bugs were still available. And he had some follow-up to that. He said, clarification, the background update targeted dupe glitches involving the nightclub garages, but it accidentally targeted legit players visiting their nightclubs too. So players were getting kicked back to single player for visiting the nightclub. So that is why Rockstar ended up reverting to the old update. Now, I would imagine that this same update is eventually going to be re-reverted. So if you're watching this a couple of hours from now, a day or 2 from now, this might be fixed. But Rockstar knows that a ton of players end up using their nightclub. So they did not want legitimate players to end up keep getting back to single player. That would have not been great, and people would have been very, very frustrated with that. So it looks like for now the update was added, but then quickly taken away due to a severe glitch. But I would imagine that sometime in the future, we're going to see Rockstar have this sort of stuff reintroduced. So be on the lookout for that shortly or sometime later this week. I was actually out of my office last Thursday when the new update arrived, but there is a couple of interesting things that Rockstar ended up doing. Let's go ahead and talk about those right now. The first thing they did was add a new vehicle, and that is the Ubermacht Cypher sports car. It's available on the Legendary Motorsports site, but you can actually get it for free this week because it's actually the prize ride vehicle. This is a first. So LS Car Meet members who place first in 5 different street races will receive the new Ubermacht Cypher as this week's prize ride. So that means you don't even have to buy the brand new car. You can essentially get it for free. And what's great about this prize ride challenge is you can get it done in one day. It's not like you have to wait a series of days in order to unlock it. So that's kind of nice. Rockstar also added a new contract robbery. That is the Union Depository contract. And what's nice about this and all other contracts is they're dishing out 2 times money in RP, meaning that if you complete the Union Depository contract, you'll end up getting $600,000. That is pretty awesome. That's a nice payday right there. In fact, it's the highest amount of money you can make from any of the robbery contracts. Then you've got 3 times money in RP on the Tiny Racers adversary mode, so triple the usual payouts and RP bonuses. You can also get 2 times money in RP on all DJ request missions from the music locker. So if you get a text asking for help, those will be paying out double. And then you've got the new test rides on the test track. So you can test out the Ubermacht Siphon. You can also test out the Karen Previon, which will be released next week. Now we know that. Or the Vapid Dominator GTT. So those are your new test rides. You've also got a new podium car. That is the Dundreary Landstalker XL. Not necessarily one of the better podium cars we've had, but you can still grab this hulking SUV for free over the next couple of days. And you can also get a handful of discounts too. All auto shops are 20% off this week. The Dinka Jester RR is 30% off. The Grotti Itali RSX, 40% off. The Benefactor Krieger is 40% off. The Progen Emrys is 40% off. The Nagasaki Weaponized Dinghy is 40% off. And the Mammoth Tula is 40% off as well. And the only other thing going on this week is your Prime Gaming bonuses and benefits, $100,000 just for hopping on, as well as 35% off the new Obey Tailgater S and 80% off of the Vapid Flash GT. And then your premium race and time trials. Your premium race is a sign of things to come, locked to the motorcycle class. The time trial is coast to coast, and the RC time trial is Power Station. So that is everything you've got going on this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, plus a new update that was arrived, but Rockstar ended up messing the whole thing up. But I'd imagine it will be added back into the game shortly, so expect those changes and maybe a couple of more. As always, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted if any new information does arrive. But that is everything that we know so far that's going on in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below, or you can reach out to me on my Facebook page where you can send messages, photos, videos, and more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.